Hello and welcome to Red Ice Radio from Redicecreations. I'm your host, Henrik Palmgren, coming to you live from the west coast of Sweden in Scandinavia. We're covering amazing topics today, and we want to jump right in with our guest today, who is a British actor, very famous in England and abroad as well. So let's go ahead and start. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Our first guest, our main primary guest for today, is Nigel Hawthorne. He's a very accomplished actor who's been in several thousand films, and today we're going to talk about the Inquisitions and DMT and the relationship between mass media, mind control projection systems, and the quasar vortex in the center of Nebulon 731. This is a very fascinating topic, and I am excited to dive in. So let's go ahead and get started. Nigel, are you there?
Yes, Henrik. It's very good to be with you today.
Great. So, what can you tell us? Let's just get started here and talk a little bit about the Inquisition and DMT, and then we can move on to other subjects like the quasar vortex.
Well, it's like, Henrik, it's like, I've been in over 3,000 feature films, and the one thing that you get to do when you're a big-time actor is you get to go to basically strange parties and engage in all sorts of whatnot. And so, throughout the years, I've been to over 300,000 parties, actually, and many of these were quite heavily influenced by the ingestion of DMT. So, yes, but also I'd like to talk a little bit about the Inquisition and how I had my great-great-great-great-grandfather's great-great-grandfather was actually related to one of the top inquisitors, and it's actually quite intriguing the way some of these events took place. It's all like Hollywood or the mass media mind control system networks projection system would like you to believe.
So Nigel, basically you're smoking pounds and pounds of DMT for what might have been a 7-month period in 1978. What basically, so to speak, what elements were most groundbreaking for you then during that time?
Well, I mean, Henrik, you got to understand, we were having a fucking blast. I was tripping my balls off. We went to this cavern, I don't know where we were, somewhere in southern Spain. We went to this cave or whatnot, and there was literally trolls everywhere in the cave. And they said that that's where some of the Inquisitioners had actually been drinking some of the blood of the people they were executing, like mad. And there was these trolls basically like bouncing around and they screaming in some sort of new language I'd never heard of. So my brain was thrashed about. Basically, it was hard to believe, but it was really stunning visuals.
Okay then, so basically you experienced a out-of-body experience perhaps, or the trolls were actually inside your head, or do you believe that the trolls may have actually been real life, actual, so to speak, real trolls?
Right, Henrik, what do you think? You've never seen a troll or what? This is insane. It's insane. Give me a second here, I've got to take a piss.
So, Nigel, how does this tie in with the quasar vortex nebulon? And what intergalactic dimension shift do you foresee taking place around the year 2012?
Well, basically we're dealing with what I think is basically going to happen is it's going to be sort of, the paradigm's going to be melted from the inside out, you know. We're going to have like sort of polarity is going to be like thrust into like cybernetic sort of like endocrine miasma, sort of, if you will, and it's going to be sort of like ancient calligraphy is going to be broadcast into the minds of all people on Earth, also into the sky, into the stratosphere, because if you get these satellite networks basically projecting from the quasar vortex nebulon, therefore you can know almost exactly what psychic events will be taking place. So I mean, it's not a question of if it's going to happen. It's going to happen for sure, and we're going to see a mad shift of consciousness. It's going to be quite remarkable, I believe.
Oh, indeed, fascinating. Well, look, Nigel, we're going to move on to the VIP lounge now, and that's only for the most executive members of Redicecreations. So why don't you go ahead and switch over to our executive line, and we will continue this in our VIP members only section. Thank you. I want to thank you for being on the program today. It has been quite a delightful time.